Okay, so I'm going to read it to you. It says the sum of the greatest integer less than or equal to x. That's called the floor, by the way. And you might have been interested in your math classes. It's typical on exams, though, to see this, by the way. So this is what the floor looks like to most people. They use that symbol over there. And it goes on to say the least integer greater than or equal to x, it's called the ceiling, by the way. And that's the way it's written over here. I do like that notation, by the way, and I'll tell you why. It kind of reminds me of what we're looking at, the floor of a number and the ceiling of a number. So just to talk about what that means, that these are going to be jumping around the integers. So for example, this would be n. That's an integer, by the way, and this is n plus 1. If I pick a number between there, let me call it x, the ceiling would be this one, and the floor would be that one. All right? Now, what I notice about this over here is they're telling me that the floor plus the ceiling is equal to 5. So looking at that, I'm going to say that I know they're integers. And how do I know that? I'm looking at the definitions of those things, and they got to be integers. All right? Now, I'm thinking to myself is what integers would do this for me? 2 and 3. All right? So I'm going to put that down for you. So I'm going to put the number 2 down and the number 3 down. And then I'd pick an x here, and the x is between 2 and 3. Now, if x is between 2 and 3, the floor would be 2, and the ceiling would be 3. So I'm going to say x is definitely between 2 and 3. Whoops, I made a mistake there. Go backwards a little bit. Okay. The question is could it be equal to 2? Well, if it's 2, the floor would be 2, and the ceiling would be 2, and 2 plus 2 is not 5, so it can't be 2. Could it be 3? Well, let's take a look at that. The floor of 3 is 3, and the ceiling of 3 is 3, and 3 plus 3 is 6, and that's not equal to 5. So this is the only interval it's going to work on. Here's the deal, though. You can write these differently, as an inequality. You could also write as an interval and say 2 to 3. Right? This is interval notation. I think most people would prefer this notation, but that's entirely up to you. Thank you.